My name is Jessica Mackay, and I'm here to introduce this book to you all. I read the book Teaching Children to Care, Management in the Responsive Classroom by Ruth Sidney Charney. This is an excellent book for credentialed students and teachers alike to read and gain a lot of knowledge from. It gives you ideas and research on managing a responsive classroom. The purpose of this book is to show teachers how to turn their vision of a respectful, friendly, and academically rigorous classroom into reality. To accomplish these goals, this book breaks it down into 3 sections, and I will go over these 3 sections now. Section 1, I see you, I see everything. The purpose of this section is to embrace the fact that as teachers, it is not only our job to discipline children when they misbehave or break the rules. Rather than simply reacting to problems, we need to establish an ongoing curriculum of self-control, social participation, and human development. It is also important to remember that our best classroom management techniques will never eliminate these issues from our classrooms. They will, however, help us deal with them in ways that promote self-control and ethical conduct. I see you implies that teachers should take time to notice what children are doing right and verbalize it to them in a manner such as this. I see you remembered to raise your hand, Sean. Good job. This sense of I see you will slowly turn into I see everything. This means that we can expand our expectations for our classroom beyond our own line of sight. This section also stresses the 3 R's: reinforcing, reminding, and redirecting. Teachers should make rules together with their students and use logical consequences for misbehaving that reinforce the classroom rules. Working with your students maintains a great level of respect. Consequences versus punishment is also a very important aspect of this section. A timeout can be perceived as a consequence or a punishment. For instance, a timeout can be perceived as a consequence when a student keeps talking if the teacher is firm but respectful. A timeout will seem as a punishment if the teacher sends the child out of the group in a manner that is sarcastic or mocking. Here is Anne and Sean to demonstrate punishment versus consequence. Sean?
That's it, Timmy. I've told you 5 times to stop talking, and now you don't get to play the game anymore. Go sit in timeout over there where we don't have to hear you talk anymore.
Thank you, Sean. What Sean just exampled was a classic case of frustration and disrespect. Now, here is Anne to show you the appropriate way to carry out a consequence.
Timmy, because I have told you twice to stop talking and you have chosen not to listen, you're going to need to take a time out and think about how to correct this problem. Please come with me so you can think about this issue and rejoin the group a little later.
Thank you, Anne. Anne demonstrated calm verbal instructions and maintained respect with her student. Great job. Moving on to section 2, voices of teaching. This section talks about how teachers need to act as mirrors for their students. A mirror reflects things back, and for students this is very important. A teacher can reflect back to her students what she notices them doing, both positive and negative things. It is also important to ask the students what they notice, and if they agree or disagree with their teacher. Language is also stressed in this section. It is very important for teachers to say what you mean and mean what you say when talking to your students. Some key factors that this section discussed are to keep demands simple, say what you mean what you say, remind only twice, 3rd time you're out, speak directly and to tell children what to do, use non-negotiables and don't ask, and use words that invite cooperation. Our words really do make a difference. We need to be clear in what we expect and communicate, and we need to honor our words by doing what we say we will. If we use language precisely and honestly, we can expect the same from our students. Here is Tim and Tyrone to illustrate the importance of language. Tim?
Sean, would you throw the trash away, please?
No.
Please throw it away now, Sean.
No.
Sean, you're not listening to me and you're not behaving. Throw it away, please.
No.
Thank you, Tim. Now the problem what Tim just demonstrated was his approach. In this situation, he did not use non-negotiables. He asked Sean to do something instead of telling Sean what to do. He was not clear and gave Sean a choice in whether he wanted to throw the trash away or not. He also asked more than twice and did not follow through on a consequence. Here is Tyrone to demonstrate the proper way to tell Sean to throw the trash away.
Sean, you need to throw away your scrap paper right now, please.
I don't want to.
Sean, I need your help in cleaning up so we can go to recess. I'm going to close my eyes and in 3 seconds the trash must be thrown away. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's ready.
Thank you, Tyrone. Tyrone used direct language and stated exactly what he needed Sean to do. It was not a choice. He also made the activity fun and challenged Sean to do it by closing his eyes and counting to 3. This worked a lot better. Moving on to the last section, section 3, clear positives. Clear positives are a set of principles phrased in a positive language that allow us to imagine and describe what it is we wish to achieve in our classroom. By having clear positives, we acknowledge why we became teachers and allow our ideals to inform our teaching methods. Clear positives can be used on the individual level or in groups. For group activities, it is important to make the goals clear to everyone. Carefully model the behavior you wish to teach and the attitudes that you wish the students to learn. This last section is a culmination of all the sections and really pulls all of the strategies discussed together to create the best possible teaching environment. To sum up this book, I would say that the main sentence you should take from this is that our actions speak louder than our words. As teachers, we are even more accountable to adhere to this principle, and it is a challenge that I'm looking forward to taking on. Thank you for listening to my observations in response to teaching children to care, management in the responsive classroom. Bye!